I've been standing on this landmine for 48 hours straight. Looking at the scorpion on my knife, I want to eat it to fill my stomach. But staring at that bright stinger on its tail, I hesitated for a long time. I still didn't dare put it in my mouth. When I got thirsty, I took out the water bottle filled with urine. I took a big gulp of it. Even though it tasted disgusting, at least it solved the thirst problem. After eating and drinking, I took out my knife. I cut open my left boot and tore off the sock to expose my toes. Looking at my left foot that's been on the landmine, it had already turned a sickly purple-red color. Due to lack of blood circulation, my face was filled with fear. If rescue doesn't come, I don't know what to do. That foot, even if it doesn't get blown off by the mine below, it will eventually be ruined anyway. The pain in my body was still bearable. What broke me down the most was the mental torture. Since stepping on the landmine, I haven't moved for 48 hours, plus the heat and exhaustion during the day. I even started hallucinating and talking to thin air. This drained my will to survive. What's worse, at night I couldn't dare relax even more, because at night in the desert, packs of hungry wild dogs roam around. To avoid being eaten by wild dogs, I had to stay highly alert. I used my rifle to protect myself, but soon the gun ran out of bullets. When I let my guard down for a moment, a wild dog bit my calf from behind. I tried to pull out my pistol to fight back, but the cunning dogs didn't give me a chance. They all rushed forward, biting my hands and pulling back frantically, pinning me in place, unable to move. However, even in such desperate circumstances, I still didn't give up hope of survival. Relying on the toughness of my uniform, I used my arms to block the wild dogs' attacks, preventing them from attacking my vital parts. On the edge of life and death, I went completely crazy, fighting with 4 wild dogs, not losing ground at all. The next morning, I finally came back to my senses from the madness. The wild dogs that attacked me were lying next to me, already lifeless. Fortunately, there were only 7 hours left until rescue arrived. I stared at the distant sand dunes. If I could hold on until the afternoon, I could survive. But 7 hours later, what came wasn't rescue. A group of enemies stared at me like prey. My relaxed nerves instantly tensioned up. I drew my pistol ready to fight back, but the distance was too far. The pistol couldn't reach. I had nowhere to hide, so I could only kneel there and take the hits. I suddenly thought of an idea. I quickly turned the gun barrel and shot toward the nearby sand. The bullet triggered a landmine. The explosion threw sand into the air, creating a natural barrier to block the enemy's vision. At the same time, I grabbed my sniper rifle. Through the sand cloud, I aimed at the nearest enemy. In the blink of an eye, the sound of fighting alerted the rescue team that was searching nearby. But the desert was too vast, and that place was a minefield. They couldn't confirm my exact location. They could only circle around from a distance. I saw them and slowly reached out, trying to grab the signal flare, but the landmine under my foot prevented me from taking a single step. The short distance of just 2 meters became a curse that cut off hope. Watching the convoy get farther and farther away, while the signal flare was right in front of me, I finally made up my mind. Even if I get blown to pieces, I won't stand here waiting to die like a coward. So I took a deep breath and slowly lifted my left foot off the landmine.